Welcome to the 33rd episode of Indie and Music Industry World. Ladies and gentlemen, Kevin Walker. Hello, Kevin.
Hello.
How's it
How are you?
going? I'm good. You?
Very good, my friend.
Yeah. Thank you so much for set my interview for my podcast. You're
No
amazing.
problem.
Yeah.
No problem.
You congrats for your amazing career because you got a big career. You know.
Well, I'm just starting my new one. I guess I played football for a lot of years, and
Yeah, I know.
it's quite nice to have a unique journey.
Yeah.
It's like two passions that I'm
Yeah, it's
trying
just
to
like
live
how much it's hard
in
to
one.
do both, because it gotta be so hard for you.
Yeah, no, it's had its challenges. Obviously, I wasn't able to. When I won Idol then in Sweden 2013,
Yeah,
I was professionally playing football, and I felt like you do have an expiration date as a football player, and I wasn't gonna walk away from that football and the ambitions that I had, but at the same time, I wanted to build on the music side of it, and that's one of my greatest passions in life is music. So, I try to combine the both of them, but football obviously sets the rules when you're doing the schedule and stuff like that, because I'm in contract with a club, so
yeah,
I have to be eligible for to play and to train and stuff like that. But there's a lot of downtime, and a lot of football players are pro golfers as well. They
but
play a lot of golf.
I think that you didn't have a life, mixing all the both careers was very very busy and hard. How you did?
Yeah, yeah. No, I've tried to keep developing as a musician and as a songwriter. That's basically been what I've been doing with my time outside of football. And then obviously I'm a father of two, and I have a family,
Yeah,
and that's sort of the core of everything. And it wouldn't have been possible to do any of this without the support from my partner, me. And she's been with me for over 16 years, and we have a lovely family with two kids, and
yeah,
it's sort of the center of everything. And you stay grounded, you stay humble,
yeah. And I
and
think
work
that you
hard.
should have a real focus on about what you have to do, because it's very hard to combine all the stuff together.
Yeah, no, it's a lot of people have asked me during the years, like, because it's been like 11 years since I did the music show there, Idol, and how do you combine and how do you make it all work? And I says, I don't make everything work. It's do as the best I can, and I try to do 100% dedication to my football, and I retired from my football a year and a half ago now. So now I've been fully focusing on my music, and
Yeah, it's amazing.
it's
I'm glad because you did it, because you have just like your writing songs are amazing. You got a big
thank you.
writer. I've listened to all your performances. You got a real thing on stage too, a big impact. That's why you won it. How do you
Yeah,
feel
thank you.
when you're on stage?
What did you say?
How do you feel when you're on stage? Because you have a big impact. You can attract the audience. That's what
Yeah,
I
no.
felt.
When I'm on stage, I it was something that from the beginning it was me and a guitar and just writing songs. I tried to play John Mayer songs and
Yeah,
realized it's pretty difficult to play like John Mayer. But I've sort of developed over the years to enjoy the live performances more and more and more and more. In the beginning, it was quite daunting and it was new for me, and it was a learning curve when I was in Idol, and I was very fresh. I'd never stood in front of people basically before and sung and performed, and I was a really raw material at that point, and throw yourself out in front of a million viewers and hope for the best sort of thing and try to learn on the job. It was basically live performance at that stage in my career, so early in the music. But over the years, I've grown to really enjoy it and embrace the moment. And what music is all about for me is sharing stories and emotions and bringing that moment in time to freeze a little bit when you can hear the pin drop, or if you're doing a ballad, or you're the energy in the room, and you try to feed off of that. And it's something I'm still learning, and something I love exploring. And
It's good what you're
sharing
saying, cause I think
sharing music
yeah.
sharing music with the audience is what it's all about, and creating a moment for memories.
Yeah, I think the same, cause when you reach the big level, everything could be just like a pressure, you know.
Yeah.
But you said the reality that at the end of the day, music is just like to share. It's not
Yeah.
just like the pressure, the numbers too, and that's cool, you know.
Yeah. No, I think that's a valid point you're making. And it's, obviously we all need to put bread on the table, and stuff like that, and the pressure does amount. But since I've finished playing football, I sort of miss pressure.
Yeah,
That I want to perform, and that's what drives me. It's not numbers. I have to provide for my family obviously, but it's the performance, and bringing something out of you didn't know what you were capable of, or reaching new. Every day you went to training as a football player, and you knew what you had to work on and what you were going to be good at. And I think that's a big hole to fill after a career like that. And for me, it's been all about that. With the music, is filling that void for me, and I'm so grateful that I got this path in installed, early on, so I could plan for it during my later stages in my football career. And it's all about enjoying your journey, I think, in
yeah,
life, and living, not just being born, but living your life. It's try to
exactly.
fill it with stuff you love.
Forgive Forgot is amazing. How is born a track?
uh Jacqueline Strand was a songwriter, really, a young guy from Sweden, who really talented songwriter, who had the foundation for the song. And Loud Cult, my
Yeah,
the record label that I work with, are we're in contact with Jack and working with other people, because he came from a songwriting school, or a music school, up in the north, which is they're really, really good. Musikmakarna, they're called. And there's a lot of people that come out of there that are really talented. And so I got presented with the song. Is this something you would like to work on? And I obviously jumped on it straight away. I think it had something amazing. And I really think, we hit home. He wrote. We finished the song with Theo Edenroth was in the room beginning with Jack, and then we had Kalle Hallberg and myself and Gustav Nilsson, the producer. And me and Jack basically sat and bashed out the lyrics, and found something that I could grasp. And we sculpted it around um, the raw emotion of being let down by somebody you trusted, and how all the hazards, and the labyrinth and the maze you end up in when somebody breaks your heart, basically, or your
yeah.
trust. And do you forgive that, or do you forget it and move on?
It's
And do
just
you do
something
you
talking
want this
about
person in
your
your life?
yeah. Does it just like talking about something from your experiences, or maybe it's just like a universal thing, you know?
Yeah, obviously, I draw everything from my own experiences and try to put a lot of that into it. And you can write love songs, and you can write a lot of topics, and draw inspiration from different parts. And for this one, it was obviously not knowing what feelings to trust within yourself. What would be the right thing to do? Do I walk away from this person, or will I be walking away from a future I don't know yet? And it's sort of a gamble we all have to take with relationships. And I think you can draw a lot of inspiration from any part of your life, and contextualize that into music, and make it relatable to people. It's sort of, you want to concentrate stuff down without making it too complicated. And I think we really grasped that. And I'm really proud of the song. And it was a few things from my own personal life in there, but obviously the core of the song was from Jack's life, and yeah, that's the that's the path that that song took.
Yeah, that's amazing. No, I love your genre of music. How much it's hard to create the right sound of the tracks. You know,
I think
I
this
don't
track in
identify you as a pop artist, but you have a lot more influences, and that's cool. That's the cool part. You know.
Yeah, I love every type of music as long as it's a good song. You can package that in sort of any direction you feel fit. But in this particular song, I think it was, the guitar was a core part of it because it was written on the guitar, and the elements that Gustav introduced, and the beat, and like the atmosphere of the song was so appropriate for the melodies, and it just felt like uh, we really we really hit home with the way that we ended up with the final master. And I'm so happy with the song, and the vocal parts of it. We got goosebumps doing when we were singing the different harmonies to the song, and the way that
Yeah.
those parts were sort of, I think they really fitted into where we put them into the song, and I think that was brilliant. And I'm really proud of the song. It sounds like I'm boasting or
It's an
something,
amazing
but
track.
it's lovely. It's lovely. Like yeah, you did a really good job, Gustav.
Yeah. Have you just planned to release a video too? I love your videos. You have a
Yeah,
big works. That's cool. That's amazing. Congrats.
yeah, thank you. That's my brother. That's my director to the music
Wow.
videos I've done so far. He's 2 years older than me, but he's the creative one. I
Because
just make music, but
yeah,
he's brilliant. He's got his own media company here in Örebro, where we live in Sweden, and so he helps me out with music videos and my content and stuff like that. So yeah, he's brilliant to have with me, and he makes a lot of music videos for other Swedish artists and acts, and he Robert Walker is his name, and without him, the visual part of my music wouldn't be as good as it is. And I think that for this one we filmed a lot when we were shooting for the artwork of the cover,
yeah.
but we filmed a little parts that we can release as a more of like a simple lyric video, because we had a bit of time issues and stuff like that. But hopefully that will be finalized and put on YouTube, and so we have some more material for the song.
And they will be amazing. I've listened Josephine and it's wow, wonderful. How is the
Yeah,
track?
sorry about that.
Yeah, don't worry. How is born the track too? It's just like amazing.
Thank you. You're
You're
very
welcome.
kind.
Yeah,
Is
I
it
love
David or
music.
David? How do you
David,
pronounce
I'm
David? Thank you,
basically in
David.
Italy. I'm moving to the US. I just got more. I think I will share your music to the US, to all my contacts too. So
Please do that, David.
yeah, you're welcome.
And thank you for doing this and giving artists a platform to talking. It's very nice of
Yeah,
you.
I think that I wanted to create just like a fandom where it's not only for artists, but also
Yeah,
for the labels, producers. It's just like to share something where people came out and say, okay, I love that kind of music. I love the artists, I know producers from the US, so I wanted to share all the stuff in a unique format. That's why I
yeah,
so
very
Joseph,
good.
yeah, thank you. Josephine, it's very, very brilliant song.
Yeah, Josephine was also a song Anton, who works on Loudkill, presented to me, and I didn't feel like I needed to change a single word in that song when I got that one. We signed a contract in the beginning of the year, or this or last year, to start our collaboration, me and
Yeah,
Loudkill, and they had this song and felt like a good plan to get things up and running quickly. And I recorded the vocals for it, and Kalle Hallberg, who is the producer of the song, made such a wonderful job again of creating that atmosphere, and it felt appropriate. And it's sort of a song you can drive forever in the car and listen to. I really like that song, and yeah, it's nice to have the acoustic elements, but still find like electronic parts that fit and are tastefully implemented in the songs. And hopefully, all artists aspire to create their own sound and stuff like that. But I'm hoping that my vocals and things like that will start to be more identifiable with me, and over time, and as much music as I'm able to release into the world. It's like you listen to Queen or an album, like they
Yeah.
have opera, they have rock, they have pop, they have everything, but it still sounds like Queen. So that's something I aspire to and I love. And like Ed Sheeran's another example where
Yeah.
you can have your toes dipped in any pool of water, and just sounds like him anyway. And yeah, it's brilliant to be versatile in music. And it feels like the world is opening up, and the rules are being smashed to pieces a little bit of what's genres and stuff like that. So that's opening up a whole new dimension for us artists to explore. And obviously I'm acoustic guitar in my core, so I'll always be drawn to that songwriting wise. And if it works on a guitar and I sing it, I think that's a good foundation for the song.
Yeah. Have you just planned some live shows there in Sweden on
Yeah,
Ireland too?
I just got back in the middle of the night. Actually, I was up in my old hometown in the north of Sweden, or in the
Yeah.
middle of Sweden. But Sweden's really a long country, but Sundsvall, and I played a gig there for people, and it was beautiful. I just drove up with my family. We used to live there, so my mother, my father, and my brother came with me in the car, and we had a road trip and met a few old friends, and then I did the gig, and then we sat in the car and drove back down to where we live in Örebro. So yeah, it was a lovely day at work yesterday, and really enjoyed it to see. And I sang in a church, and the atmosphere and the acoustics in a church, it's pretty always special to sing in churches. I love the sound of it. It's just so fulfilling, and
Yeah.
makes me an even better singer, I feel like.
I cannot wait to see you live. I've just prepared an EP or an album right now with new tracks, including Josephino, Forgive, Forgot.
Yeah, we're working hard on new music, and I have a lot of material to go through. And now it's sort of vacation. Artists are out playing, but people in the record labels and stuff like that, a lot of them are on vacations or working from home or wherever they are. And so at the moment, it's let artists go and do the shows during the summer and stuff like that. So we're in the planning phase for the future, and we released this song now, "Forgive, Forget," and then it's obviously. I hope we can release another 3 4 songs during this year. And I have a lot of material to go through, and constantly writing new ideas and stuff. So an EP is not off the cards at all, and may perhaps we'll do that. And I'd love to contextualize a few ideas I have for albums as well going forward. So I have a lot of work to do, and looking forward to it.
Yeah, I'm glad you with Loudcall because it's a good team. I was friend with,
Yeah,
I don't know if you know him, is Alex. Alex
yeah,
Alexander, that, yeah. So I know that it's a big team. And
yeah.
you
No,
can
it's
do a lot of big stuff. Hope you can come in Italy too and travel all around Europe and the US too with all your tracks. I
Yeah,
hope
hopefully
so.
in the future, when I've released even more music, there'll be some traction to come out and play
You
for
got,
people in Europe.
you got absolutely my support to share everything. Just like I will can try with the US radios. I can give you a big help. Yeah, you got my
That's
support.
that's very kind of you,
Yeah,
David. I'd
absolutely.
appreciate it a lot.
You're a big artist, so congrats so much.
Well, hopefully I can be a big one day, but it's like I said with the numbers and stuff like that. It's aspiring, and you want to reach so many people as possible. And for me, it's all about the doing of it and the writing of the songs, and coming out and meeting people and singing the songs is the core for me. And then hopefully, it's a little bit easier as a pro athlete or as a footballer to set goals. like you can have goals in music and all of that, but at the end of the day, there's also needs to be an audience, and you know, it's sort of things you can plan for and things you cannot plan for, which is in the air. You can hope for the best and stuff like that. So all I'm doing is trying to be as good as I can
You
and
can
try to
do
write
it.
as good songs as possible, and
Yeah,
hopefully that will reach and connect with people in the future. So, you know, building blocks. Next one, next one, next one, all the time.
absolutely. Thank you so much for taking your time for me, Kevin. You know, you're really
No
great.
problem, David. Anytime.
Yeah, you know, we'll keep on touch and count on me for every promotion support for everything.
Cool. Send me the links and I'll share everything now from the
Yeah,
podcast as
thank you
well.
so much. Have a good day.
All right. Take
Bye.
care. Bye bye.
Bye.